Hey, welcome to another match. Hands fine. So turn 1 Scourge, turn 2 Plating Equip. Blue-black control. He shouldn't have... Well... I don't think he'll have Spell Pierce. Or Spell Snare, I should say. I will not Welding Jar this if it gets pushed. I have a Steel Overseer and Ink Moth I think are more important. It's worth noting that the Wrath that blue-black plays is Damnation, which doesn't, which does beat Welding Jar. Let's see what happens to that. All right. Funny enough, I think the Bowmat Courier is more valuable than the Steel Overseer here. I would keep the Bowmat Courier alive with Welding Jar if possible. Oh god, no. He's going to push the Overseer and force out the Welding Jar on the Bowmat Courier. No. I can't save the the Courier. Oh, that's miserable. It sucks when they actually use the Snapcaster as more than just a really shitty beater. Ugh. Lilliana minus kills the Overseer. I think I'm just gonna go for lethal in like 2 turns if he doesn't have an answer. Actually, no, I'm just gonna attack Lilliana to death. The reason to attack Lilliana here instead of just going for poison on him is because I can equip both Cranial Platings and have lethal next turn. And if he gets to untap with a Lilliana and has you know, 2-mana removal that he doesn't play just that turn, then he has a surviving Lilliana, and that prevents me from ever like getting to stick a creature in play because he just like ++ edict ++ edict. So now I'm forced to draw a creature or be in deep trouble. Well, Ornithopter wears 2 platings about as well as anything else, so he needs to kill this relatively quickly. It's a 2-turn clock. Now I just hope to stay ahead of him on the creatures versus removal count. I should be slightly favored in that, but he does have card draw and card selection. Lilliana, the Last Hope, fetches back a Snapcaster Mage. And then the Snapcaster can get a Serum Visions? It's going to be an interesting question whether or not I decide to kill the Lilliana or not. Not going for the Lilliana here because he needs a removal to actually do anything to me. Alright, well, he's killing my creature anyways, so there's that. Yeah, I just need to draw that Etch Champion. Most creatures are actually quite bad now, other than Etch Champion, because the Lilliana the Last Hope just picks off any 1 toughness creature. So most 1 toughness creatures don't work. Nile Spellbomb is irrelevant. Can't trip away with your Nile Spellbombs, that's fine. Yeah, see, I can't play this because of the Lilliana the Last Hope. I wouldn't be surprised if he attack. See, if I was in his position, I would strongly consider having it attacked with Snapcaster Mage and plussing Lilliana on it, killing it so that you can get it back next turn to have a Mirror's Cut. But maybe I like doing weird fancy things. Etch Champion, no? Alright, well, Ravager actually works pretty well. I imagine at this point he's found a spell that does something and I'm just screwed. The question is, do I move? So the problem with keeping counters on Ravager is that he can block it. He just has a whole bunch of blockers for it. The Snapcaster and the Creeping Tar Pits and stuff like that. Signal Pest is much more valuable because he can't block it. I'd probably just kill Lilliana the Last Hope here, if possible. It's too valuable to leave alive with 4 loyalty and a Snapcaster in play. I imagine he's going to kill the Signal Pest, and I'm just going to be screwed, though. Spreading Seas doesn't matter. But it does cantrip. Alright, 2 possibly relevant cards in hand. Tapped Watery Grave. Damnation. Alright. I get a new Ravager, so there's that. So now he gets back his Snapcaster, which can flash back a Murderous Cut. And I really wish I could get a goddamn Etch champion. I'm dead. Snapcaster, Murderous Cut, animate both of those, kill me. Vault Scourges and Signal Pests are kind of bad here. Can take in one Rest in Peace for Midnight. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ravager into Master? Yeah, I'll keep that. Kind of weak to Wrath, but on the other hand, I'm playing a turn 2 Master on the play, so he's not exactly going to have a whole lot of time to do Wrath and related bullshit. And the cranial plating is just icing. I imagine this is a fatal push on the Master. I think he's just dead, actually, like, straight dead. Like, I was considering just eating the Spreading Seas to deny him a card, but, I mean, this is still a land. That's a really fun thing to do, by the way, just, whatever your opponent Spreading Seas, if you can eat it to Ravager, they don't get the card. It's hilarious. Anyways, putting my opponent at 1 at the end of my turn 3 is pretty nice. Alright, yeah. Good game. Alright. Run it back, see how we go. Ooh, I like this. I like this because it has Thoughtseize and Bomat Courier and Steel Overseer and all these nice cards that Etch champion. Serum Visions. Yeah. The redundant Mox Opal is actually pretty not good here. It's just not doing anything and won't do anything for a while. This is a fatal push, probably. Ooh, Serum Visions. Sweet, that means I get to play Steel Overseer and Thoughtseize. And get in with a Bowman Courier. I want to Thoughtseize out, well, whatever it is he uses to kill things. Lilliana the Last Hope or Damnation are probably the two biggest threats to me. Bottom top. Definitely more inclined to run out Thoughtseize here than the second Steel Overseer. As nice as the second Steel Overseer might be. Because he has... Emrakul the Promised End? Well then. Anyways. Yeah, I just gotta take Damnation here. I cannot not take Damnation. The other cards are range from like mildly annoying to mostly irrelevant, but Damnation is just game. Spreading Seas, probably shocking himself for a Watery Grave and Fatal Push. Oh no, he has a Darkslick Shores. And Fatal Pushing... Alright, Courier. Here is where I think I just play both of my creatures. Alright. This Emrakul the Promised End I don't really care about. Watergrave, shocking himself, probably playing Kalitas. If he draws a Damnation or a couple more lands into a Snapcaster for Damnation, I'm in deep trouble. But if he's just doing Kalitas, whatever. Alright. Now... he has the dual problems of being massively outraced with a plated Etch Champion to his Kalitas, and the fact that I'm getting close to having Inkmoth lethal as well. So he's gonna have to do something real nice to not just die next turn. Fatal Push, like that's a start, sort of. Lilliana, Edict. I still have lethal. And there's the match. All right, that was a match.